Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, this video speaks to the question that I asked in one of my previous videos on this particular topic, which is of course the Aisha Buhari and the Daura family beef in Aso Rock. So that question of course is highlighted with this headline. So with that, I bring you this: why is Mamman Daura and his family members living in the villa? Nigerians react to Aisha Buhari leaked video. So that's the headline. Why is Mamman Daura and his family members living in the villa? Nigerians are responding to that Aisha Buhari video that we all should by now have seen. So now let's see what is being said here. And by the way, before we get into it, that question, why is Mamman Daura and his family living in the villa, is the first question that you will ask that springs to mind as soon as you see the video of that little girl harassing Aisha Buhari in her own home. So that's the first thought that you'd have, and that is the question now that is being now asked all over Nigeria, that why are these people living in the villa? So now let's get into it. Nigerians are reacting to reports of the conflict between First Lady Aisha Buhari and Mamman Daura family members. Fatima, the daughter of Mamman Daura, had an interview with BBC Hausa yesterday where she said she recorded the viral video of the First Lady losing her cool. According to Fatima, the First Lady went off on her family members when the president asked her father and his children to vacate an apartment where they were residing in the villa. President Buhari had given Mamman Daura one of the guest houses in the villa to live in when he came into office in 2015. Nigerians on social media are reacting to Fatima's interview. Many Nigerians are wondering why the Dauras have an apartment in the villa that was meant for the president and his family. So now let's get into some of the comments being put out there by members of the public. So the first one is Henry O. Henry O is the first commentator, hashtag or Onos. Onos is his hashtag, ONOS. I have read the interview granted by Fatima Mamman Daura, and I am not surprised at her guts. President Buhari gave so much power to Mamman Daura that makes his family disrespect the First Lady. Imagine Aisha Buhari was an Edo girl. No broken noise she for carry. Rubbish. So I'm assuming that the Edos do it differently. So maybe slaps would have been replaced. Maybe the shouting rather would have been replaced by slaps. Never mind shouting. The next commentator, Ayemojuba, that's the tag, Ayemojuba. Aisha Buhari and Fatima Mamman Daura saga. Even though the marriage saga was a rumor, it digged out more than we could envisage out of Aso Rock and gave us a glimpse into the domineering nature of the Dauras. Buhari that cannot put his house in order cannot lead a nation. So now that is exactly the point really that people are looking to with this whole saga that we are seeing playing out now. This guy that cannot even settle his own immediate environment is now purporting to have the capacity to have oversight over a 200 million strong population. So that's just a joke. We all know that this guy has no capacity. There was never a case that any Nigerian was of the thought that Mamman Buhari has capacity. We've always been of the view that this guy has no capacity, and the proof of it, the evidence for it, is now what is now seeping out of Aso Rock itself. So now let's carry on. Next commentator is called Plenty. That's the tag. Plenty is the name of this person. I weep for Aisha Buhari. Families that she should throw outside Abuja. She should call Madam Peace for advice. So apparently the Goodluck Jonathan's wife did it differently. So let's go on to the next one. Cass Clement is the name of this chap, Cass Clement. So he's responding and tagging Femi Fani-Kayode and Buhari. So it is at Femi Fani-Kayode and at M. Buhari. So he's actually trying to speak to them directly. Aisha has always been an outsider in the medieval irredentist. I'm not quite sure. That's a new word to me. I have to go look that up to see if it's a real word. So the next commentator, YO, is the name of this person, Y.O. So just two initials, YO. Why is Mamman Daura living in the villa with the president though? That is exactly, that simple question captures the sentiment of all Nigerians who are coming across this story. So this guy, of course, has been living there since 2015, and we are saying the cabal are controlling this guy, this Malam Buhari, and the wife herself has come out severally to say, look, it's a cabal that is controlling her husband, the president of Nigeria, that this cabal are effectively holding him hostage. We now have proof, evidence that this cabal are indeed in situ right on top of him in his own home. So now this is now the goings on, and it's a real cause for concern. So we carry on. Great Oracle is the name of the next commentator, Great Oracle. So Aso Rock is now the guest house of the president's extended family. Things we never heard about in the past. Mamman Daura's daughter fires back at Aisha Buhari, and then he goes on to put a link to a newspaper article. Let me see, it doesn't have a hyperlink, so I can't click on it to go have a read of that. So we carry on. Okay, the next one, Abdul Wahab Jafar. Abdul Wahab Jafar is the name of this commentator. Unpopular opinion: Mamman Daura is the most powerful person in Nigeria. You guys know nothing yet, I swear. So Mamman Daura is the most powerful person in Nigeria. You guys know nothing, I swear. So this is what this guy has to say, trying to indicate that he knows something, but I'm not quite sure how much he does know, because if he does know, then he won't be on Twitter saying that he does. So now that's a self-defeating argument, and that's somebody just looking for clout by my reckoning. So let's go on to just a few more. Abel Blacks. Abel Blacks is the name of the next person. She took the bully out like a boss. I stand. Mercy Fatima Villa, Mamman Daura, Mosset, Nora, LeBron, Aisha. I'm not quite sure. That might well be some like guy talk. I'm not a guy, so I don't know. I'm a man, but not a guy, because my guy days was in my 20s. So this maybe that's young people speak. I don't know what sort of language that one is. So we just swiftly move on. Let's go on to Demagogue PhD. So this is the name of this person, Demagogue PhD. Inasmuch as may not be in the same team with Aisha Buhari, but Mamman Daura's daughter breached a protocol by filming our First Lady. Protocols are meant to be obeyed. This video of Aisha Buhari goes to confirm the stranglehold of the cabal on Malam Buhari. So now, this guy now is making the point that I also have a thought on. This video that this girl has made and released is a breach of protocol and a breach of security of the Nigerian first seat, the Nigerian first house, the Aso Rock. So it's a breach of protocol because you are not really allowed to film members of the first family and then put it out in the social space. This is really a breach of their security, because whoever is seeing that now, they are seeing how the Aso Rock is laid out, and this is really a security risk. Anybody else doing this, of course, would have been arrested a long time ago. I don't think Sowore did 10% of what this girl has done, and we all know what is happening to Sowore at the moment. But as this guy said, this is a breach of protocol by filming the First Lady. So I agree in totality with that comment. So we go on to Frank Okpara. This is the name of the next commentator, Frank Okpara. Fatima Mamman Daura and her sister, what are you people doing in the villa? Is that supposed to be your place of abode? Frankly speaking, if I were Aisha, I will break your heads inside the villa. So this is now in reference to what that earlier guy was saying about an Edo girl would do it differently. So I'm not for violence. So we'll swiftly move on. Kayode Ogundamisi is one of the last few that we'll be reading through. So Kayode Ogundamisi is the name of this next commentator. That Fatima Daura interview with at Cable NG admitting she secretly filmed Aisha Buhari isn't funny at all. It is a serious security breach. such sense of entitlement, like Mamman Daura is CO Nigeria president, like Mamman Daura is Nigerian president, is effectively what he's saying. At M. Buhari needs to put his home front together. Disgusting. So now this is what this person has to say, and he's saying, like, as Mamman Daura is the president. Of course Mamman Daura is the president of Nigeria. Who else is the president of Nigeria apart from Mamman Daura? We all know this. Why is this guy taking the conversation backwards? So now we go on to Jubrin Musa Yusuf, and we're only really going to him because he has a Malami name. Jubrin Musa Yusuf. Buhari fails in every angle. Baba said his wife belongs to the kitchen and the other room. So why Mamman Daura's daughter no go dey do first lady rubbish? So now this guy now he captures this succinctly, because when Malam Buhari has already dismissed and disparaged his wife in the public space, how then is there any expectation that this silly little girl Fatima would have any respect for her in her own home? It is in Aisha Buhari's home, by the way, that this is happening. Yes, it is Aso Rock, but she's the present occupant of that place at the moment, and this girl is a guest. And this girl now has the audacity to point a camera into the face of this lady and mock her. It is almost unbelievable. Most women would slap her for that, especially Nigerian women. They would dish her a good slap, especially the Edo girls, as somebody is pointing out now. I don't know that because I don't know too many Edo girls. I've not had that much interaction with Edo girls, but I do know that people from Edo Delta, they have that gri-gri, they have that gra-gra to their personality. Is all about you go here and where, and know that you know how they are, those Edo people. So I'm not surprised that an Edo girl will handle it differently, and I'm pretty certain that most other Nigerian women as well, the average Yoruba woman would slap her as well, and the average Igbo woman will probably give her a good beating. But it seems as though this Aisha Buhari is a bit more cultured than the average Nigerian woman. Conversations in the comment section, the story just continues to evolve and it gets more comical by the minute. So this is now the guy that is saying he has supervision over 200 million lives, but he cannot even keep a lead on his home. So come tell me what your thoughts are regarding the goings on in the Buhari household in the comment section. But before you come share thoughts, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a vid. Then come tell me what you are making of this rather laughable, comical situation that we find ourselves in Nigeria, with this guy Malam Buhari being the lead comedian in this tragic comedy that is the Nigerian narrative. All this in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you in the comment section, but here I say peace.